Hi, welcome back to the Just Sawdust workshop. And no, I'm not doing any project. This is just a vlog and an update about what's going on here. Last video I made this table, and that table was for putting on this lathe that we got. It's really cheap. It's from Parkside, which comes from the Lidl, and I thought, well, for that price I can't go wrong. I didn't get this one to use it as a lathe in the first place, but to replace the machine that I made a while ago to turn the table legs. And although that is still working fine and the concept is good, I used second-hand little bearings that are just 12 millimeters, so after a while everything is loose and broken, and I thought the base of that should be a lathe, so that's why I bought this cheap lathe from Parkside. Nevertheless, I think when you spend money on a tool like this, it should function. And although it's pretty sturdy, the motor runs good, it's got a 4-speed, it's all fine. But the tips don't match up. And I found out that there's a lot of play in this, which is bad. And there's 1.5 millimeter too much space in the groove where it's running through. So I put a little aluminium bracket there, which is 1.5 millimeters thick, and one here, which is also 1.5 millimeters thick. And now when I close it, the points are exactly matching each other. So that's a pretty big difference, 1.5 millimeters lower and to the back. Now if you're turning something, I guess that's not of a big deal if it's freehand, you know, making something. But when I want to use it for the thickness sander, which I actually got it for, or to make copies on it with the system that's on that old machine, which I want to make here in the future, then it does matter, because 1.5 millimeters lower on this side, and you're putting a sander in it, a drum sander, that wouldn't work. So, but I will just have to somehow fix this, or just leave it like this, because it works. I just have to, you know, get the plates off, and they keep underneath the bracket, so that's fine. It's not always working like I would want to, but it works. I can still, you know, put it here, still works. And everything's with it, so no problem. The holder works, it's all fine. There's even a faceplate with it, which is really hard steel, so no problems with that. And of course, maybe I can, let's see, my arm will do this like this. I want to use the thickness sander that was on there and make some kind of an attachment here, so I can clamp it on here and then put this roll and somehow make a connection, so then I can use this as a thickness sander. That's the whole idea about this lathe. That's why we got it. So I hope that's going to work, and well, we'll see. But I was very disappointed in the fact that this doesn't match up with that, and that's 1.5 mil is quite a big gap. So if you are looking for a lathe, and I don't know, but for 99 euros, what can you say? I think when I can attach this on it and later on the other stuff from that system, at least I've got a good base that turns at 4 different speeds, doesn't make any noise, so pretty good. For the rest, I've got my vacuum cleaner under here, my compressor, and the main machine, the carving machine. I'll put a link up in the description above there with a video so you can see what that is if you haven't seen it yet. But I could store this nicely underneath in the table, so that's fine. And as soon as this problem is over, then I'm going to try to attach that all. Then it's December, so because I can't do as much as I would like to, I'm going to do a little December project, and it's a challenge from a website that I on, a forum that I'm on, and it's small and little, so I hope I can manage that. But I can't say much about it because I've got until Christmas to finish that, and well, my arm doesn't help. It's cold and windy and rainy now in central Portugal, so it's just spending an hour or 2 hours in the workshop, and then you want to go inside to, you know, put the wood burner on and have it a bit warm. So maybe it is time to think about having some heating in this place, but I don't know how I should do that. So it's a short video, just an update from the Lonesome Hill. Want to thank my patrons for supporting me. There's another tool in the workshop, so, and the next project is going to be really small, but it's going to take a while to make it because there's a lot of editing for the video in it. So maybe next week there isn't a video, or maybe there is, I don't know yet. For now I would say keep safe. We're not going into lockdown here, but it seems that in other places in the world it's really getting serious again with the COVID pandemic. We're going to sit down here on our Lonesome Hill, relax, don't notice the world too much because we're in a little, I don't know, secluded area and everything's fine here. Hopefully see you next week, but maybe it's the week after that. At the logo.